San Francisco, California, the Golden State, a place I didn't think I was going to visit anytime soon. This definitely was not on my 2024 bingo card, but here we find ourselves, spontaneously.
Airport welcomes you to San Francisco. The local time is approximately 11:18 p.m.
You might be asking, what's so special about the West Coast? Well, I'm an East Coast girl who's never been at the other side of the country. Of course it's going to be exciting for me, for us, my friend Melly, and you guys who I'll be taking with, to go visit one of our closest friends, Danny.
Oh my god!
Today is August 15th. We could see the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz Island, and the Coit Tower from the Bay Bridge. We're super excited to see everything, and the day hasn't even started yet. Seeing all the mixture of architecture designs throughout the city was just crazy amazing. But we first had to pit stop to Japantown. I honestly thought we were in another dimension because in what world would Sony Angels cost $12 to $14? Anyway, we scoped around before we found ourselves in one of the restaurants nestled in a corner. My friends and I are pretty familiar with Japanese dishes, so we were excited to eat really good. We all ordered ramen and we all agreed that the noodles were never ending. Like, I felt like I was eating, but more noodles kept growing back into the bowl. Overall, it was really good. Japanese food never disappoints, so we had our money's worth. One of the stores we stopped by was Kinokuniya. I felt like I died and went to heaven. The amount of plushies, arts and crafts projects, stationery, figurines, and other stuff they had. I felt my Apple Pay buzz with Let's Spend notifications, but I had to control myself. They had lots of wooden Lego-like projects I wanted to make, and these wooden bloom craft flowers called my attention, so I ended up picking the pink carnations, and I'll be taking them back to my dorm to make them. But this store here is where I really died and went to heaven premium because they had Rilakumas. They had so many Rilakumas, but unfortunately I did not end up leaving with any because I have so much at home and I wouldn't have space for another one. We stopped at an awesome Gashapon arcade in which, in exchange for a token, you could get a mystery capsule toy. Melly decided to share a few of her coins with us, and there was so much to choose from, and I decided to get a Sanrio themed cream soda ball keychain.
Cutie! Is it a drink?
Yes.
As we kept exploring more of Japantown, this store called our attention from all the pink decor and cute plushies they had, and they also had a lot of figurines. They had the Mofu-san in plush form, so I really had to get one. Out of all the plushies I have, I do not have any of these, so I ended up getting a cute gray kitten in what seemed like a pink peach costume. It was such a great purchase, honestly. We felt a little parched, so before we hit the road, we got some boba. We found ourselves confuzzled on what to do next. We had laid out a perfect itinerary to go see the Japanese tea garden, but by the time we got there, the line was super long. Being from DC, I was quite surprised how much the tickets were to enter the California Academy of Sciences, so we just found the nearest bus and went on to our next destination. The Golden Gate Bridge. We stayed here for a good while to take in the scenery, as well as take some pictures. The color of the water wasn't a harsh blue. It was so pretty to look at. And seeing the bridge in real time was really cool, as I've only seen it on the TV or in drawings. So it was really amazing to see. Today we remained inside for most of the day. Jet lag caught up to us and we needed to charge up before, heading out to explore.
Some uncle fish ice cream. Not fish ice cream, but fish-shaped ice cream.
Time is around 7:30. We decided to hit the city and try a Korean restaurant called Olay. One thing my friends and I like to do is pick an appetizer and entree off the menu and just share it all together. And being in a Korean restaurant, we always, and I mean always, get corn cheese. And no matter which restaurant we go to, the corn cheese is always amazing. Everything was honestly amazing, but everyone's favorite plate was definitely the soy pork belly, and we also added rice cakes, which just made it so much better. My friend Melly and I were shocked to find out that there are autonomous vehicles called Waymo.
We're out here in the streets of San Francisco. I'm accompanied by my friend here.
These cars drive themselves. Isn't that crazy? And they're pretty common here in San Francisco. We swore not to get on them, but we just felt so spontaneous after dinner, so we hopped on one and started freaking out, in a good way. But our Waymo drove itself to a little karaoke spot hidden in Japantown. The plan to do karaoke was sadly squashed because their next time slot they had available wasn't until 12, and it was 9. Then my light bulb blinked and figured we could do karaoke at home. By the way, I apologize in advance for the terrible singing you're going to hear now. Today, we dedicated a full day to explore Fisherman's Wharf. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Fisherman's Wharf is such a tourist trap. But that's what I am, a tourist. Before heading out, we grabbed iced coffee and some desserts for breakfast. Pier 39 kind of reminded me of the boardwalks in Ocean City, but less grungy and even more crowded. But we went ahead and checked out so many interesting stores that they had. Oh my god.
So you didn't
Our itinerary included checking out the mirror maze. It was really cool. I loved the neon colors and it was a fun little maze to walk through. Although I wish the path was a little longer and difficult, but it was still pretty cool to look at and we took some pictures while we were in there. While looking through more stores, we kept an eye out on what restaurant we wanted to eat at, and we all agreed on this seafood restaurant called Wipeout. The food was alright. I've had better fried calamari, but we were just looking for something to fuel our appetite.
Look at this shell. So cute. This one's really pretty.
Is open or what?
I don't think they open.
Oh, okay.
All the way that brown stuff you see over there? Those are seals? Yes. Oh my.
While on our way headed to a vintage arcade, we came across this performance and stayed to watch for a little bit. Something I definitely wanted to do was play some games at this really old antique coin-operated arcade called Musée Mécanique. The games here were definitely something interesting and different. Did you put your coin in? We explored around the area some more and decided to head home to make noodles for dinner, but before that we stopped at Target to pick up 2 card games to play for the night. Dumb information. Dumb much information. Too much information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's August 18th, and it was pretty chill today. We decided to do a little shopping for some clothes and stuff at this really large outlet. Cheers.
What do you get?
Mango green tea, and I got popcorn chicken. They had stores like Kate Spade, True Religion, and there were so many sales going on for back to school. I just had to take advantage of them. Lunch rolled around and we definitely weren't going to miss Chinatown while exploring San Fran. Researching through places to go to, the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Factory was definitely something we wanted to go check out. Now I know how fortune cookies are made. Isn't that cool? The lady snuck some warm, unfolded cookies and they tasted amazing. Like, I wish I could eat warm fortune cookies every now and then. Being in Chinatown, we wanted to try authentic Chinese food, so we headed to this restaurant called Spicy King. I've never had duck before, so we had to get some. And let me just say, it was delicious. I feel there was more bone than duck, but regardless, it was tasty. After that, we walked around the area and stopped by to see what stores had for us to take back home. I saw these nodding solar-powered Hello Kitties and had to get one. They were so cute. And then we wanted something sweet to eat. We stopped by this rolled ice cream shop and I got me a Thai flavored ice cream with boba pearls and mochi dough.
What?
You're like,
Okay, I think it's.
beach day rolled around and we hit the road. It was an hour away, which wasn't bad. So we decided to go to Grey Whale Cove State Beach. This beach was super pretty. We were surprised it was hot, but the water was brutally cold. Like, I kid you not, like, that went to my brain. Like, I literally had brain freeze. And seeing the mountains mixed with the beach was like a piece of art. The East Coast is definitely not known for their beaches, that's for sure, but it's something about Cali beaches. They're just so nice. Before heading to the beach, we made a 7:30 reservation for a restaurant in Little Italy, and we were kind of stressed on time as we were trying to find service in the mountains, but we thankfully made it. So it's the next day, and we had to stop by Japantown again before heading home. But before making final purchases, we saved our stomachs for Korean barbecue. You guys know Korean barbecue never fails. I went ahead and got me another mofusan. Yes, another one. This time an orange cat and a pink bunny costume, and I have no regrets. And Melly and I took advantage of the $15 Sony Angels, but sadly my balloon broke, but nothing I couldn't fix.
Some hunter blind bags. What is it called? Barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's the hunter.
Cookies.
It is August 21st, known as our last day in San Fran. We got boba and little snacks before walking into a really cool bookstore with 2 levels where they sell old and new books. Because the East Coast, especially the DMV, have none of these stores, Melly was excited to discover there was a popmart at this mall nearby. And this mall had so many things, so we had to stop by. And of course, we could not leave California without trying In-N-Out. I was not the biggest fan of the fries, but the burger was pretty good. This is an incredibly beautiful city. I loved everything about it. As the sun sets above the bridge, I bid farewell. I fell in love with San Francisco and everything it had to offer. Until next time.